And we're back again. So, we have a set plan for today. We definitely won't get both done for the amount of times we get distracted and go and do something else. Grimwood was the main objective because Greyball may leave if we don't go and do it fast, but we physically can't get there without breaking through this fort. So the plan was to get Green Gates and Winter Sun, ideally. We've already started on the route down to Winter Sun. And the only other journey we can do is Green Gates. But for that, we quite obviously need our strong army, which has no movement points. So, what I was planning to do is go and reveal some different paths up here with our actual party, and see if we can get them down to there to clear out. Where's it gone? This fortress here, which, with 3 units in and the amount of power our Hell Knights have and spells, no chance. They've got no chance. I am tempted, because we have 7,000 points, and we seem to get finance points don't seem that difficult to get for the price of things. So I'm actually tempted to get more of these. It's not many, but they definitely make up for it. So I think I'm going to get more. Where do they go though? Oh, I can't spend it because we've got... I wish there was a way to disband a unit, because... Yeah. Oh, why can't I put them into that one? There we go. Yeah, it's more than 12,000, we can't afford that. But that's fine. So what we'll use this army for is... So they need to go down and through, don't they? Which is the quickest way? Which is the quickest way through for them? Which route will they be taking? So they'll go through there. So that's fine. What we'll do is we'll shove the Hell Knights there. No, no. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. There we go. No! Stop! Jesus! Why don't you want to stand there? No, what? Never mind. just stay there. They'll get picked up on the way by Army 2? Can we rename these armies? Oh, we can. Hell Knights. I don't really have a second army name for you. Backup. Just backup. Backup. And then this poor guy, he's just reinforce. So this one is, I don't know what that is. That could just stay as RB4 for now, because we have no idea. So yeah, what we're going to do is use the party to go and venture off and visit some more of these places. We'll try and reveal more going towards Grimwood, because then he may stop him going a bit mental that we're not doing what he wants us to do. They're fatigued. No, what we'll do is we'll camp in Dresden, actually. Yeah, we'll camp in Dresden. Oh. Battered Spirit, issue an order that... No, we've done that. It just takes a while to do. Relax. I need to go to the Citadel to rest anyway. Unless someone now suddenly starts speaking to me about some new mission. Which wouldn't mind. I don't mind the events. It's all experience and all major choices. Oops. Dropped my phone. Good to know. Right. Yep. Commander, I have some information for you, though what I found out is mostly innocent. It might be cause for concern. Okay, tell me. Soldiers have been gathering in the graveyards to play cards. We do turn a blind eye to such things, though it's against regulations. We let them enjoy themselves as long as they don't cause too much trouble. And that's usually the case. But recently, my people have noticed Cecile among them, and the gambling seems to be having an unhealthy effect on him. As you know, I usually keep my know out of other people's private areas. With all these spies and cultists, I have too much on my plate as it is. But this time, it's about someone you trust with your life, and maybe you should do something about it. This isn't an official report, just a tip-off from a friend. Thank you for the information. You're welcome. Cecile's taken out. Could there be a reason? Oh, Darren. The overwhelming fragrance of roses hits you as soon as you enter the headquarters. What have you done? Roses occupy every inch of available space, fresh and sweet smelling as if they have just come into bloom. The scene is capped off by Dayron, who stands in the centre of this rosarium with a single red rose in his hand and an expression of utter innocence on his face. Ah, Doom Guy, it's so good you dropped by. As you can see, I've been working on a little something. I'm afraid some of your advisors are less than happy about it. Sure, if by a little something you mean an entire shipment of freshly cut roses teleported here from some southern company, you could have outfitted an entire unit with the money you spent on this. Fortunately, they were my own personal funds, so I spent them as I saw fit. This gloomy citadel needed an injection of beauty. That's none of your business, of course, but I've known you a long time, Darren Arenday. This whole thing looks like another scandalous stunt concocted to rile up the Crusaders. If you want to pay court to Commander, don't do it in the headquarters. Do you have something to say to that, Count? Erebeth, see that these roses are taken away? No, I have no problem being courted in the headquarters. A tragic misunderstanding has occurred. The thing is, I had no intention whatsoever of courting the Commander in the romantic sense of this word. It's never even crossed my mind. I don't know what led you to such a farcical conclusion. According to recent research conducted by Absalom scholars, the scent of roses reduces stress and fatigue, refreshes one's thoughts and stimulates intellectual activity, so I only had the good of the crusade in mind when I placed these flowers here. My actions were entirely selfless and sincere. Either way, it's a wonderful gift. You are a treasure, Doom Guy. I knew you would understand what is so scandalous about a practical, innocent, utterly unassuming gift from a friend. I do believe my work here is done. Till next time. Interesting. And now we just have these roses here, constantly. Are there any events I need to do while I'm here? I could talk to Sociel about the graveyard thing. No events, decrees are going, and I don't think there's anything we can do until they are completed. 2 days. 1 day. No, 11 days, sorry. 4 days. Okay. No, that's fine. If we rest, and then maybe go to speak to Sociel? Because we've got something to do now, at least. As opposed to just wander around and wait for time to go by for armies to clear areas. Nightgowners, Sociel's recently taken. Could there be a dark reason behind the young clerk's choice of pastime? Can we turn him to the bad side?
I require rest.
Yeah, we're getting there. You are fatigued. Rest. There we go. I'm astounded by your rates, sir. On what do you spend all your lucre? Hardly tobacco. You underestimate the quality of my tobacco. Count, when it comes to my few pleasures, I spare no expense. Well, they'll get on well then. Okay. Is that the... Right, I wonder what that noise was. Just the door. It's fine, Nothing to worry about. Where was Sociel? We need to go and speak to him. Where's the graveyard? I can't see a place for a graveyard. Will it be near the temple? Usually it would be, you'd assume. Outside. Right. Outside? Hey! And here's the graveyard, and it happens to be nighttime, and Sociel is in the graveyard. Right. Let's figure this out then. Sociel, you appear to be gambling at night. Are you becoming bad? The soldier stares at his scars and dim light at the council. Deal me 2 more. I'll double down and deal me another one. What? Another one? Are you bluffing, you little shit? Wait until we lay down our cards, and you'll see if I'm bluffing. You don't really recognise Sociel's voice. In battle, he's quite composed, but now you hear furious, passionate excitement. Fine, you scumbag. I call. Deal me another as well. I'm going to say nothing. I'll see how this plays out. Damn, I'm out. Go on, show us what you've got. Read them and weep, reveals his stars with a gloating laugh. Nothing but junk, I knew it. Your holier-than-thou types can't bluff. I was, and you fell for it. With this, Sociel slams a card on each of the soldiers. each of the soldiers' shoulders like epaulettes and places the rest of the cards on top of his opponent's head. Now you've done it, you. The soldier grabs the seal by the collar and the cleric immediately raises his fist as if he expected it. At this point, one of the other players spots you in the shadow. Hey there, someone's over there, we've been caught. The jig's up, let's bail. What are you doing here? We did nothing wrong. Well, temper's flared a bit, but usually doesn't happen, I swear it. Do you think this is an appropriate place for a cleric? No, I was worried you got yourself into trouble. I wanted you to get into trouble, but... Thank you, I'm touched really, but I'm perfectly fine. I was just making sure no one else got into trouble. I know you would never lie to me, so I think you must be lying yourself. You didn't come here to minister the soldiers. Well, that's what I come here then, to win a copper or two? You provoked that shoulder. Are you actually begging for a fight? I was? No, you misunderstood. That was... You're right, shame on me. I provoked the fight. I behaved unacceptably. Forgive me, Shellin. Oh, what can I say here? That's, don't be foolish or mortal like just for us, not some all-powerful deity of mercy. You need time to relax the rest. Please be honest with yourself. Yes, be honest with yourself. Give in to it. Thank you. It's all jumbled up in mind. This war and horrors it holds, our soldiers and what they tell me in their confessions, my own responsibilities, lines from Holy Scripture. In the midst of all this, it's also easy to forget I have my own needs and desires. Thank you for reminding me. I will not come here again. Please don't forget these games. Things are most civil, I swear. I'll be honest, I miss playing cards. That excitement when you have almost no chance of winning and the risk is high, even though the stakes aren't life or death, just a handful of coppers. But I'll try to find a less destructive outlet. Perhaps I'll speak to Erebeth and ask her to play chess with me. I wonder what will come of it. Thank you for helping me. Damn, I don't think I made him more evil. I think I've made him stop being evil. That didn't work. Damn it. Okay, never mind. Let's go to... More than nothing... We can't do the name of ruin, still confuses me. Walgif, yeah, we still haven't found Walgif. Whatever. Right, so back to plan A. We'll explore. Yeah, leave. That's the party I want. Yeah, we'll go back to plan A, which is explore the areas towards the Grimwood. And hopefully... By then... Oh, demons are approaching. Is this the army? Okay, so that's the army that's coming. And it's... Is that it? That's what we're worried about. Right. Interesting. We haven't got movement yet, I assume. Hell Knights. They have got movement. Oh, damn it. Oh, it's gone 4 AM, that's why. We want them to come down to here. 45. Yeah, we may as well move the Hell Knights over to them. Reinforce units. We just keep one at 47. Yeah, that's fine. And then the reinforced unit needs to go back to Dresden. No, we need to send the army just there, otherwise it's something I want to go inside it. Okay, and we are waiting on the stable to be built, aren't we? Because we bought material points. And there's nothing else we can buy with 56. But with plus 30 a day, we might be able to go into building something else soon. Let's have a look at buildings we can build around the area. Now, what would be the most useful for each place? Spacious tables meant to house battle halls. Garrison stables increase recruitment growth. Only one garrison. In comfortable inns, stable warehouse increases finance points by 200 income if there are no buildings that provide recruitment growth on the fort. Only one inn can be built. Watchtowers can warn garrison about the advancing enemies. Give their comrades time to prepare for battle. I feel like citadels are still the best bet because they just give an extra line of defense. They are the most no, they're not the most expensive. The most expensive is actually an inn. I guess because of the finance points. Is that the best bet though? But it only works if there are no buildings that provide recruitment. So if we go for an inn, a citadel, that's for recruitment. That's for recruitment. That's not for recruitment. So in Citadel Watchtower, in each small city with a supply centre. Yeah, it's very expensive and very long game, but that's what I see as the most beneficial within those areas. Right, yep. We were going to move out. I haven't explored up there yet, but I imagine that's just a... Well, that's something for them to do. Reinforce unit. Go there. I'll go this way. Complete the map for me. This is now your job. Right. Okay. Temple of the Good Hunt. This is where in times of yore the Sarkorians worshipped Erastil, the patron of hunting and country life. The demon invasion left the temple without its flock, but somehow avoided the wrath of monsters that usually ravage any trace of worship. Good gods, it stands still, empty and decrepit, waiting for the mortals to return. I am a mortal. I wish to go there. How do I get there? No, rest first. We've learnt our lesson. It's also 7 o'clock at night, which means by the time our rest is done, we should be over the next...
your style, but if you want to make a living out of this, try to work more cleanly. You won't get too many repeat customers if you turn every murder scene into a bloodbath.
You, dwarf, have already forgotten how to take pleasure in killing. The carnage is the best part.
Order the Crusaders to improve the relic. We've done that. Nice. Does that mean we need to go and manage something? No. Unless we can manage it from here. The relic will be augmented. Okay. Ooh. The fate of the unholy symbol of Rovagug. Rovagug? Oh, and there's... forming a diplomatic council. Is that the only other one we can do? Well, let's have a look at this. The unholy symbol of Rovagug was imbued with the energy of destruction and decay. Its shards can be mentored toward an axe. The craftsmen are wondering what shape and size. What do you think it's going to be? It's going to be a great axe, isn't it? Give me my great axe. The commander's servants have carried out the decree. And then we also need a diplomatic council. Crusade depends on the support of Neurosian and foreign countries. The diplomatic council will see to it that no political problems interfere with the regular inflow of gold and recruits to Dresden. Requires 1 day. That's fine, we'll do that then. Do I get the axe straight away? That would be nice if I did. It probably won't be as good as my current one, but... So 1 day to do that. And what else we got going on? 2 days for orders and 9 days for the Sword of Valor. Okay. That's fine. Did we build a supply center in that one? Yes, and we got things being built there. Okay, that's fine. Right. Great Axe of Rovagug. 3 to 40 is not as good. No. I really wanted it to be as good. I can't pass up what I've currently got, which is Lethal Squall. This is an intermediate step of relic creation. So maybe it gets stronger if we find more symbols. We'll see. But for now, we are entering the Temple of the Good Hunt. Although it's gone past 4 AM, which means we can get on the move. Now, can we get on the move enough? With our Hell Knight army. It's only got 41, but there's only 3 units, and that's more than enough to get more than 3 Scorching Rays. Let's give it a go. Oh, wow. So that can do 6, that can do 10, that can do 4. We might get all 3 in one hit here. Jesus. What a fortress fight. What a difficult one. And you leveled off it. Nice. Okay, Divine Magic. The General has cast spells with Divine Descriptor as if he has +5 bonus to power. Arcane Magic. General with the Arcane Descriptor is +5, or Magical Channeling +5% bonus to energy recovery. What descriptors does this have? Evocation and Evocation. Damn. So Divine would be, I guess, Cure Wounds? Where do I see what it's... Well, that's Necromancy. Evocation, Standard. Cure Wounds is none. That's Supernatural. I don't really know where to see it. Supernatural. I have no idea. This power, fire damage. Arcane spell. This is an arcane spell. Is this an arcane spell? Arcane spell. Arcane magic. More power. Arcane. Yep. Well, we've just become an absolute monster. More so than we were before. That other army's still on its way. That huge army. Or is it grouping up with that army? I wonder if they actually group up. We still have our backup army, which is going to just pop there. And wait to reinforce units. I need you to go here. And then up here. Then up there. Up there. And down here. Ah, gotta look completing the map. Where else could we do that safely? Nowhere really at the moment. Got too many armies lurking around. I want to know which way they can go because there's more than one route before I send my army out to clear those. But meanwhile, the Hell Knights still have 27 movement. And do we have enough to build a supply center? We do. Material points are not going to be a problem, and eventually when we get all the inns up, they're not going to be a problem either. Do we go clear out this army first? What's our reward for killing it? Material points. They're really good. Right. Do we get to go first? Oh, these ones that fire doesn't affect. Damn. Yeah. You look like you'll be a bigger problem. Luckily, we have all the damage in the world. Smite that one. Go defensive. Right, Hell Knights. You're the only ones who can really do anything to this, along with the Archer, maybe. The other one will go down with a Scorching Ray, it's not an issue. Yeah. Oh, I might be able to get in this go. With good rolls anyway. Nope. Ah, but he didn't do enough. One die. Oh, he did do enough to get some damage off. Yep, there we go. That's 200 material points as well. Oh, I wonder if that's given us enough. Crusaders attack the demons at a propitious moment, or propitious. I'm gonna go propitious. Crusaders attack the demons at the right moment when they were trying to sink a stash of cold iron ingots into the nearest sand swamp. That hoard of metal would have been deadly to the beasts of the abyss and safely ended up in Mendevian warriors' care instead. That 200 might give us enough to start building inns. Logically, building them from the back would be the smartest bet, because it does look like there's a choke point where they can't get through. And this increases finance points. So I can't see a downside to it. Yeah, so we're being inns, citadels, and watchtowers. Can't build anything else. That makes sense. But an extra 200 income on top of, what is it currently? 840. That's a huge increase if we get one in each place. Huge. How long do they take? 3 days. Yeah, I'm fine with that. And then Our leadership is decent because the amount of fights we keep having. Our logistics needs to rank up, but we can't rank it up yet because of, well, lack of decrees we can do. Oh, this is the way we had to go. Oh no, there was a different route. So is this the way we can go to get to Winter Sun? It is. So that's a mission area, right. Is there a way to loop around the back there? No, there's not, is there? Okay, well, that's fine. We've got that for now. Our reinforced army is there. Crusader army 4 is sitting in there still. Backup army's in there. No, they can't mix. Okay. And the army's still coming across. So I guess we need to move up the Hell Knights to there and come down here now. There is still more to explore, but I think we'll take out the main army first. So that'll be their mission. Go up there. But it's 4 AM, so we've got a while yet. Right, now I'll do the temple. I know we've not done much so far apart from admin, but that's just how it's going to be going forward in this game. There's a lot of admin, but you benefit from it. So, has this changed since we did any recruitment? Wait, has it been that one day, or did we do it when it was 4 AM? No, we did it when it was 4 AM, okay. And the rank up is... Oh, so that's how we're ranking up. So that is now ranking up diplomacy, then logistic council, military council to get them all to rank 2. Okay. Right. Is there benefits to it being a higher rank? Probably some benefit, but we'll just rank them all up one by one. It's fine. But for now, we're going in. Right, let's have a look. Is that blood? No, it's just a dodgy looking shadow. Oh look, there's a main path. Well, I'd be a fool to go on that. If there is anything extra.
Head on!
No. Okay. Because why wouldn't you explore? Although that is literally it. You can only go towards the... Can we even get in? Temple of the Good Hunt. Hmm. Oh, it looks puzzly. Kiado. The young Carrick of Erastil greets you with a shy smile. What an honour it is to see you again, Commander. Welcome to the Temple of Delamere the Blessed. As the Temple Prior, I offer my greetings. Remind me who you are? They call me Kiado the Shepherd Boy. Well, that's what they used to call me, but it's not very fitting for a priest, is it? I come from a village near Lastwall. I've been drawn to Erastil even as a child. A cleric by the name of Jod once passed through our village, a kind old man. He looked me in the eye, a silly little kid, and he said, "So you're going to serve Erastil just like myself." And so I did. When I heard about your crusade, I set out to join it, just like my heart was telling me to do. At first I served as a novice under the venerable Rathamus, but now he's gone and I've been left on my own. Rathamus and I marched on Dresden with your forces. We fought in your host. And then when the demons were driven out, I came here. This temple is centuries old. Erastil's worshippers would have come here in the hundreds in the past, but even now we get the odd pilgrim wandering in. That's why I wanted to take over this temple. Someone ought to take care of this sacred place. I want to know more about this temple. Where to begin? This temple is dedicated to Delamere. Oh, I mean, of course it is a temple of Erastil, but Delamere was the prior of this temple. I mean, no, I'm the prior of this temple, and she's like its blessed mother, its patronist. What's it like to be a prior? Oh, it's terrifying. I live here alone, you see. People travel a great distance to come here, but I've been given an important task. Here in the World Room, these templars needed more than ever, so that people don't lose their faith. But that doesn't stop my legs shaking in terror. I think my teacher, Rathamus, rests his soul. I feel just like running away. I swear to God I would have run long ago, but one thing keeps me here. Erastil would not have granted me these spells for no reason. I cannot let him down, or the people I can't let them down either. Yeah, we'll destroy the demons, every last one of them, apart from me. We have faith in you, Commander. You'll show who's the biggest turnip in this field. What? Okay. Tell me about Delamere. She lived in these parts back when Sakaris was still standing. She was a priestess of Erastil and the Khalids. Deeply respected her for her hard nature and her unshakable faith. Erastil blessed her with various wonders, and the common folk knew that she would stand up for them. Delamere did not like city life. She said cities encourage vile deeds and corruption of the soul. She said that people ought to live in small clans where everyone knows everyone, where everyone is kin, and where every person has a duty to rest. You can't hide your sins in a village. In a village everyone knows what kind of person you are. She had a revelation, and she would travel around the villages and see how many people lived there. If any settlement had more than 53 souls, she drove out all the rest and told them to settle elsewhere. Because otherwise the villages would have grown and turned into little towns. Her methods were harsh, of course, but people still listened to her, because Erastil himself was on her side. She has an edge to her. She single-handedly chased off whole bands of marauders that harassed villagers. And after she died, this temple was built in her honour, in the place where Erastil gifted her with his relics. They say it was there that a white stag emerged from the forest and spoke to her in a human voice, telling her that she should hunt it because it was the will of her lord. Delamere tracked that stag for 3 days and 3 nights through the forest, and when she ran into it, she ran it to the ground. She made its antlers into a bow and its hide into armour. That bow never misses. And Erastil himself blessed the armour so that it repels strikes of enemies. A fine hunter with a harsh temper, tough and successful, and better yet, someone who was morally opposed to living in those stinking piles and uplanders of so-called cities. Sounds just like me. No, you're nothing like her. Did she really drive... No, I want to know about the bow. Delamere the Blessed was wise. No, she wasn't. I do not share views, but I respect her faith. Even I think she was a hard woman. Can it truly be wrong for 53 people to live in one place? And if there are 54, does the moral decay and treachery begin immediately? But that is my foolish and ignorance talking. The wisdom of Erastil was revealed to Delamere, so she must have understood the unique mysteries underpinning the world. Tell me about Erastil then. Erastil's an old god back from the times when there was no such things as towns. Simple he is, and good. He wants people to be the same. He wants them to live in small settlements where everyone knows each other. He wants them to value simple joys of life and not vacuous pondering. He wants people to earn their bread honestly, through hunting, crafts, farming and fishing. He especially prizes hunting, of course, for when it is for sustenance rather than sport. He is both stag and hunter. He favours both guises. Erastil does not like finery, and he demands no special ceremonies. He used to simply appear before hunters and rangers and offer his wisdom. But when he is angered, he is terrifying. If someone harms the country folk, takes pleasure in hurting animals, or spoils the crops, that person may well take an arrow from Erastil, and his bow knows no mercy. It is the father of all bows, for it was Erastil who taught people how to shoot. Everything's clear. Anything suspicious around here? No, everything's quiet around here. There's nothing going on in this temple, that's for sure. Poser just said there's a dragon flying around this area, snatching up travellers, and others say that's just a rumour. Things are quiet in my temple. Have you heard about my powers? What do you think about a demon being here? I've heard of rumours. Of dark power that overwhelms you and destroys demons, and that your powers are drawn from the same well as the powers of our enemies. Those rumours frighten me, Commander. The esteemed Rathamus used to say that in resisting darkness, in taking stand against it, we steep our hands in blood, and dark stains are left on our clothes and our hearts. That no one has yet found any other way of fighting evil, so that you must ensure not to besmirch your soul past the point where you yourself become evil. Remember that others are watching you. Fewer and fewer people are coming to the temples of our divine guardians, and more are turning to darker, more easily accessible powers, just like you. Though your burden is great, Commander, and you are carrying great sins for us all, not everyone would accept such a task. I need services of a cleric, do I? I'll be glad to help, Commander. I've kept all of Rathamus' scrolls and even managed to learn a few of his tricks. I studied languages so that I can read foreign scrolls. Rathamus used to call me Polyglutton. I never met a foreign language I didn't want to sink my teeth into. Okay, burned ashwood, quarterstaff. Do you have anything of use? AKA, does anyone... What's this? Ring of Pyromania? No. Does anyone have a bag of holding? You don't have a bag of holding. You've got the same as everyone in my place. But you can have some trash. Do I have trash on me? Light mace +1, composite bow +1, glaive +1, shot composite longbow +1, shield +1. Deal. Thanks for the money. Anything else? No, I don't want to kill him.
Pay attention.
Hello? Locked.
Practice makes perfect.
You can't open things? Greyball can't pick locks. Oh, Woljif, where are you?
What's that?
Oh, the waiting's never
I'm
fun.
guessing that means
The
you
odds are
also
against us. I like that.
cannot disable traps. Greyball can't pick locks.
I am yours to command.
Rules are made.
Usually I would obviously just run Doomguy through it,
We will
but
win
because
this
we are
war.
in a actual
I welcome
Your orders, Commander.
good place, as far as we understand, I don't want an explosion to be like, no, you must leave.
Onwards.
Corrupted animal meat. You can cook it to use something while resting. Oh, we may as well. That's also locked. How irritating.
Let's move already.
Well, ow. Mean. That would have hurt someone else. Elven notes for Storyteller, when we eventually find out where Storyteller is again. And Magical Essence. But nothing to do that with. Well, I may as well now. Wait, is it going to hit everyone in that room?
Stands in my way.
It definitely won't, because it's there. Oh no. Wait, am I healing while in there at the same time as well? God bless Commander's banner. Can you, not? Still there, huh? I know you run out. From a previous acid trap we ran into and almost lost Regal's life to. I'm not running everyone through it. Come on now, let's be sensible about this. I'm just gonna pause and wait for it to go. Well, that took a solid, like, 2 more minutes.
Move out.
I beg you, don't touch that door. It appears there is a carefully concealed doorway. I discovered a concealed door in the... Where does it lead? What door? Ah, it's a door. It leads into the cellar. There's nothing behind that door. I don't have the angel path. You're a terrible liar. Speak the truth or lose my temper. It's all Zenedra. She's a witch. She came here one night, threatened to torture me, and demanded that I let her into the crypt. She said that her friends would be coming here sometimes, and she placed a curse on me. If I allow anyone other than the initiated servants of Baphomet into the crypt without permission, a brood of rats will appear in my stomach, and they will gnaw the inside out. I want to live. I'm no warrior. I'm a humble shepherd, and I never said a word to anyone. They go in there and do things. They whisper, I'm afraid to go in and can't go in. There's no one in there now anyway. Zenedra hasn't been here for days, and Arastal's willing she won't come again, a cursed witch. I don't know who this Zenedra is, but I'd really like to get my hands on her and have a chat. Or maybe I'd reach for my weapon right away. It speaks the language all of its own, but a quick death is too good for cultist scum like her. After all the fear and torment and pain they put people through, sorry. Stay strong, Crit. You're not alone. You have allies in your faith. The little priest has stuck a friendship with our enemies. He betrayed us, hid them in his own temple, and now he's been caught. What should we do with a foolish little bird caught in a snare, Master? I know so many wonderful ways of inflicting pain, I scarcely know where to begin. The commander won't let you get your claws on me, evil fiend. He might. He is just, and will hand me over to be tried as the law commands. The law? I spit on the law. Did you know that the commander and I are very close? If I ask him to give you to me, do you think he'll refuse? For the sake of some pathetic loser who's been caught working with the demons? Wink at Wentwag. Interesting. What would you do? She is my favourite. I'd kill him slowly. I'd string him up by his hands and feet, high above a bonfire, and throw logs onto it that was steeped in salt water for 5 gongs. If you cover the victim in a large well-aired fur, it can survive like that for several days, and the meat becomes more and more tender until it just falls off the bone at the slightest touch. A good, interesting way to kill. How about you? How would you do it? What can I say? I'd spell him to look like King Galfrey and send him to the demon's way in arms. I tie him to the pillory so that every honest crusader walking past could hurl a stone at him. He should die the way Zenedra promised. Tie a brood of hungry rats to his belly. What would I do? I mean, turning him into King Galfrey and sending him into the demons is quite funny. And let the demons have all the fun? No, that's not my style. Why would we give our enemies such a gift? Ooh, do you really want to... Do you pity him? Don't you pity him? I don't think she pities him. Nah, take him. He's a liar. He did lie, and he's letting in cultists. Like, I'm thinking, oh, he's a good guy. He's just a standard character. And now we found out, no, he's actually letting the enemy into a temple near Dresden. For all I know, there's a passageway to Dresden in there. Take him. No, come on, I beg you. Don't hand me over to this monster. There's nothing more revolting than a man sobbing like a child. Even thought of touching you turns my stomach. Did you hear that, maggot? You're not even worth the time. It wouldn't take me to come up with a good execution for you. I want to go in the crypt. Basically. I have the key, but what right do you have to... Either you give me the key or I knock all your teeth out. That's what I do. I mean, I will kill him otherwise. Kiado looks around. He will have trembled in hand. He gives you the key. Don't go in there. Will he actually die? Alright, so there's a concealed doorway in this place. Where does it go? Where is the door? I don't see the door.
I lead. You follow.
Does anybody see a hidden door? Because it doesn't appear to be this, which I thought it would be this, but it's not this. Oh, is it this? Do we need to... Yeah. I'm begging you, don't go in there. Yeah, but will the rats actually do anything to you? Are you actually cursed? Are you truly cursed? Let's find out. Back up.
I'll tear your throat out.
He was!
No match for me.
Well, the more you know. And back up.
Onwards.
Okay. Okay, so this already looks very bad, and he's been letting people in here. The bloody remains of a person's lie in the plain view. There are marks on the bones left by gnawing teeth, some of them human. Well, well. A diary found in a crypt. Myra is 3 days old, but a happy day. I'm strong enough to hold a quill again, and I can't now write my joy. My prayers have been answered at last. I prayed desperately for many years of the goddess of beauty and fertility, but they only responded with silence. Mother Lamash, too, alone answered my prayers. Finally, Mira was born. It was difficult for me to bear her for 9 months, but looking into her golden eyes and see her pretty smile, I realised that all the hardships were worth it. And all the terrible rituals I wish I could forget. It's such a pity that my husband didn't live to see this day. 6 months old. The wet nurse refers to feed her. She said the baby bit her breast too hard and sucked out the blood. What nonsense. True, my little girl was born with teeth, but that doesn't make her a bloodsucker. She's my angel, and I'm sure the humps on her back will soon develop into little wings. She's 5, but I still breastfeed her. She just won't let go of me. I'm the only one who can bear her little teeth. The servants leave us one after another. They say they're frightened by the rustling in the night, and that the girls discover bite marks and bruises on their arms. Is she a vampire? Housekeepers were the last to leave. She said she woke up at nights to the sound of scratching up above the ceiling beam. She swears she looked up and saw Mira crawling across the ceiling. She showed me claw marks on the wood too. Of course I thought that was ridiculous. My baby sleeps blissfully at night, but the silly woman packed her things nevertheless. She's 5.5. Mira loves me so much it's impossible to pull her away from my breast. It worries me that she doesn't want to eat vegetables. The cook complains that the little girl sneaks into the kitchen and snatches a piece of raw meat right out of her hands. My poor girl no one wants to be friends with her. That's why she plays such strange games. 6. The cook has vanished. She probably ran away in secret. Mira slept all day. Her little tummy was so bloated. I'm afraid she might have contracted an illness. She's 6 and 1 month. I found what was left from the cook in a compost pile. I don't know what kind of animal chewed off her breasts and ripped chunks of meat from her stomach. A wolf, perhaps? A rabid dog? Absent-minded, I didn't hear Mira come close. She laughed joyously, pointing a little finger at rotting remains. The child's innocent. She didn't even realise what she was looking at. She didn't even put the time. This may be the last thing I've run in my life. My milk is not enough for Mira anymore. She wants more from me, and the wounds in her little teeth are getting deeper and deeper, and I understand what happened to the cook. I'm afraid, but I'm a mother. I must be strong and give my child everything I can. Mira is near. I can hear the crystal laughter. Great Mother Lamashtu, I beg you, care for her when I'm gone. Well then, definitely some sort of meat eater. An antler of monstrous proportions set in steel. The beast to which it belonged must have been large as a house. Glory to Baphomet, Lord of Ivory Labyrinth, and bridal consort to Lamashtu, father of the Horn Brood. Connive, maul, rut, and build labyrinths of lies in his honour. And what's over here? Profane depiction of a thing of blood. Guess there's no choice but to probably touch this and Mira appear. Ooh, okay. Burial rites fulfill several functions. They mitigate the psychological strain of parting with the deceased. They neutralize a source of disease-causing miasmas, and they suppress the spread of cannibalistic and necrophilic acts in society at large. There are many ways of disposing of a corpse: burning, dissolution in harsh chemicals, ingestion by all members of the community. By far the most popular method is burial. The grave protects the corpse against carrion eaters, serves as a place of remembrance, proclaims the merits of the deceased, and of special importance when all safety measures are taken, grave burial prevents the deceased from coming back and visiting their still living relatives. The commander examines the stone sarcophagus resting in the crypt of the Temple of Erasta. It was used as a feasting table for the demons until very recently. Bones are scattered across the stone top of the sarcophagus. Some are easily identified as human finger bones. A human eyeball floats unappetizingly in a clay bowl, and next to it lies a half-gnawed ribcage. The commander decides to... it's worth examining the symbols on it first, definitely. At first, the symbols are unfamiliar to the commander, but his eyes soon land on a familiar combination of letters. De la Mer. This is the name of the cleric Kayado mentioned in his conversation with the commander. The sarcophagus undoubtedly contains the body of a priestess of Erastor, De la Mer the Blessed. It's unlikely that the young cleric would have read this inscription written as it is in ancient tongue. However, the information Kayado provided is enough to help the commander unravel the mystery. On the lid of the sarcophagus, the symbols form a circle. The commander notices that the seemingly solid slab is actually composed of several pieces in this spot. The hairline joins between the fragments are almost impossible to see. In Sarkoris there existed a funeral tradition in which the priest would place magic seals such as this on tombs. The symbols on the seal are threatening. I guard the eternal sleep of Delamere. Cursed be anyone who dare destroy me. Ooh. I think I know more things to say a prayer to. I'm not praying to Erastor. Says the spells can be sealed. Failed. Damn. After several attempts, Doomguy abandons his approach. There is no guarantee the spells on the seal can be broken at all without destroying the sarcophagus itself or disturbing the deceased remains. The commander... Let's try the prayer then. Failed that as well. Doomguy recalls a suitable prayer, but the stone seal shows no reaction to it. It's likely the priests of Scorus worship Erastor in their own ways, and the sarcophagus is sealed with some little-known prayer used only in this religion. And we'll try prying it off. We failed that one. Doomguy digs the tip of the knife to join between the seal's fragments. He carefully nudges the blade until one of the steel fragments breaks to a loud crack. The stone circle quickly falls to pieces with an ominous rumbling sound. The lid of the sarcophagus slides open. I want the bow. Inside the sarcophagus lie the remains of a female archer. The bones are held together by leather armour covered in the same symbols as those on the sarcophagus, and the skeleton hands are clutching an impressive bow made of an antler. The revolting stench rising from the remains is also unbearable. The commander... No, I want the bow. It says it doesn't miss. Decides to have the remains. No, I want him. A sharp pain lances through Commander's heart as if it has been pierced by 25 inches of sturdy wood, ending in razor-sharp tip. But despite the terrible pain, the Commander's body is unscathed. He hears a hunting horn somewhere in the distance, but that is not possible. A sound like that would not carry to the crypt. And besides, local hunters know better than to inadvertently summon the demons to a feast. Nevertheless, the Commander cannot shake the feeling that he has now become the chosen prey in someone's hunt. I don't care. I got the bow. Delamere cursed bow. This bow is cursed. Maybe I should have given it to Dresden to study. Is it worth a reload just to take them to Dresden? Because I was expecting the armour to be a lot better, if I'm honest. Like, this is not better. By any means. And I feel like we've missed out on something there. Where was the last save? Oh, no, it's before we even go in. Nope, you know what? We'll deal with the curse. We've dealt with everything else, honestly. We've just got a cursed bow that we should have probably studied. But my greed took over. Well, someone's hunting us somewhere now. Am I actually cursed? Curse of feeble body. This subject is minus... Permanent? How do I get rid of it? That's a big curse. -6 to con. Is it because I have the bow on me? Is there a way for us to remove the curse? Do we have somebody who can do that?
Require
Miss
my
me already.
counsel. Wise.
Benefits, your mythic powers negate any magic around you. Activating this spell grants you magic immunity. Death ward. Neutralize poison, it's not a poison. Remove fear. Bless. Remove sickness. I may need to go and speak to a cleric. Demon army approaching. It's 4 AM again, is it? I know. It was 4 AM when we went in. I feel like we might need to go back and speak to a cleric about that. Just maybe. You failed to sneak past enemies. Well, no one is fatigued. I am unfortunately cursed.
None shall escape!
Damn, I was really hoping Mendwag would be further up the order. I should get some AoE damage on them. It's rare that you're first. And their spell resistance is... I can't see their spell resistance. It's not that good. We'll find out. Oh, not bad. Oh, there's more of you than I thought, actually. Oh no, don't hit me. My con's down massively. Oh, oh god, that is bad.
Retreat is not an option.
Oh, we made a mistake, haven't we?
They'll beg me
Come
to
on.
stop.
The inheritor, guide my blade.
Oof. Thank god he's all the way over there. Oh no. Oh no. We're going down.
My wounds pile on.
-11. Am I just going to fall down on my go, or have I got a chance to do something? We have a chance. Summon the Vrock! Now it's time for that positive energy. Still like one hit away with their damage. Miss! Ugh. Okay, where's the weak one? Get some AoE damage off, come on. Great. No, you won't do AoE damage.
Simply business.
Oh wow, you do something that was
Quickly,
big.
kneel before me.
Oh, come on now. More energy, more positive energy. It's probably not enough, but it's something. Oh. How are you up? You must have ability, because there's no way you should be. Come on, my summon's bigger than you guys. We can do this. Well, he has spores on him. I don't know what that does, but do we go and fight? They're not resistant to fire.
Die!
Well, we missed, but we still got damage because of how we did. Oh, full health. Okay. Let's get him. Come on, sneak attack. Yeah, sneak attack. Sneak attack.
This one's mine.
No. 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 It's right, you've got friends though. With a bow. Damn. Maybe.
Into the fray.
Nope. Can you reach anyone? Probably me. Nope.
Let's hear you cry!
No, we should be fine now.
You're in my way.
Press
Come
the
on.
attack!
Good. Good. Yeah, we're good. We're good.
They'll beg me to stop.
Yeah, we've got too many goes
Right,
to not get this
take
guy.
you.
And you missed. Good boy. Okay. A bigger fight than I expected, and the curse is definitely bad. Hoping someone can remove curse, or there's a scroll of remove curse. That would be good. Demon army approaching. It's only 1 o'clock. We've got plenty of time. I need to enter, and I need to go to the temple. I need a curse removed. I picked up a cursed bow, and it's not good. Is there anyone in here who can remove a curse for me? No. There's not a single person here who sells. Okay. I know there's someone who sells scrolls. Need to get rid of the curse. No. Curse, curse, curse. Noble peasant. You! I need the services of a cleric. Grace, remove fear. Remove curse. Deal. How? Services you provide. It says you can read spells for us. I could use that. Could you use for me? Is there a use button? I don't want to sell it to you. I want it to be used. Use. Is it just gone? I didn't put the armor on. But I seem to have gotten rid of the curse. This is just now down to fatigue. Yeah. Eee.
Head on!
Well, that was a cheaper, like 375. Like that's fine. Is it quicker to go out and back in, just to get to the citadel? Sealer dispels curse of feeble body on Doom Guy. Thank you, Sealer, even though you're miles away. Area exit, leave, accept, go straight back in, go to the citadel and sleep, because It's probably quicker than running all the way up and getting a loading screen up there. Enter Citadel. We're just going to put those in the chest and forget we ever got them. I should have studied them. I'm not entirely sure we still can, if there's an option. You can check if there's an option.
I require rest.
I know, Doom Guy, but we're getting there. Relax for now. Fate of the Altar, the Fresh Retriever, Soul Shear, Stavanius the Rotten, Hidden Tusks. Soul Shear? Isn't that my weapon? They're going to take away my weapon to research it. Ideally not. I like that. Lethal Squall. No, that's fine. Okay. Whew. Don't know what I thought of the other one then. I'm just gonna pop that in there. Pop that in there. And pretend we never why have I got that? Let's remember to sell that at some point. Okay, that's fine. Can't manage. Is there anyone who can actually make them? You can, apparently. Choose a spell or... Well, I can't. Doesn't actually let me. Oh, spellbook, scribe scrolls. Well, we're not doing that then. I don't think we have anything for this either, do we? Brew potions, mythic brew potions. No one has all those. Oh, we could do that, and so we put you in there, and then you in there. No, 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 no. You, and then you. You. You know what? I don't care. You know what? Here, try and make a salad.
Hey, you freak. My name is Wenduag. Wenduag. Remember my name. Soon the whole world will know it.
When that happens, that's when I'll remember it too, Mongrel Girl.
Cool, we made the spallad. Oh, Nenio? No, Lady Konomi. Obi-Wan? Konomi? Yeah, sorry. Commander, the matters before us are urgent, so let's not stand on ceremony. I am Lady Konomi, the official attaché of Norosian. Here are my credentials. Her Majesty instructed me to lead your headquarters of the Diplomatic Council. Honestly, I was surprised when Lady Konomi asked me to join the council, but I will do my best to fill the shoes of a trained diplomat. Like many nobles, have been trained in diplomacy, and in fact I hold the title of Royal Emissary. It is passed down the Arendelle line. I must say that prior to this day I employed my diplomatic skills solely to undermine Mendev's international reputation. It's time to break that habit. I imagine preventing international scandals will be just as interesting as causing them. Who knows, I might even enjoy it. Why do I need a council? To solve matters of politics, of course. The Crusade is more than just battles and sieges. It is the largest military project in all of Avestan, funded by the treasures of more than a dozen major powers. And each one of those powers, in addition to seeking victory over the demons, also pursues its own goals. The Diplomatic Council will manage this tangle of political interests and prevent the Crusade from losing the favour of influential benefactors, and while we're at it, ensure that Nerosian remains satisfied with the state of affairs. After all, for the last 100 years, the entirety of Mendevian politics have revolved around the Crusades in some shape or form. That is why the capital has sent me here, to observe, offer suggestions, and keep the diplomatic situation under control. So you've been sent to keep an army. Whatever gave you that idea, Commander? I'm not an overseer, I'm not your lawyer advisor. I do not intend to meddle in the way you run things, just consult you in cases where the price of error is too high. Put your trust in me, and we'll get along swimmingly. After all, none of us here want to see Keleax and Druma at each other's throats, trying to settle their dispute by using their influence on us as political leverage. Am I wrong? And I doubt you would like it if we made enemies in the ranks of Neurosian nobility who would attempt to undermine your war effort. This won't happen as long as you trust my experience. Tell me more about it. The Royal Council, operating under Her Majesty, is the highest governing body in Mendev and comprises her most able and trusted servants. It is responsible for day-to-day matters of state. They are the hand and voice of the Queen. The Council has gathered people from all walks of life. Some of them are nobles, but many more are citizens of humble origins who earn their positions through their wit. Many are rich, but a fair number of them are of more humble means. Some are pious and pure of heart, like Lord Inquisitor Kasori and Captain Jasper of the Crusader Heralds. Others are more flexible and ambitious, but each of them faithfully serves Mendev's cause. I have a question about the composition. Do you find someone's presence surprising? No, I just want to ask about everyone, to be honest. Cecile has never had to deal with diplomatic concerns before. That won't be a problem. In my homeland Tianxia, inviting clerics and paladins of Shellin, the Lady of Chrysanthemums, to take part in the diplomatic missions is a common practice. They may not be politicians, but they are perceptive, advocate peace, and favour balanced solutions. He also likes to gamble, by the way. I'm flattered by the respect that the worshippers of my goddess receive in Lady Konomi's homeland. I won't let you down, Doomguy, and I'll make every effort to prevent our friends from becoming our enemies. Why did you want Daeron in it? Why? Because of Count Arendae's influence, naturally. He's a Mendevian aristocrat. The nobility will be inclined to listen to his opinion, and by ensuring the support of our nobles, we'll find ourselves powerful allies. Oh, believe me, Lady Konomi, I will exert all my effort and influence to make this council's job exciting. Tell me about yourself. I'm becoming of a diplomat to talk about themselves at length, but how am I to refuse you? I come from Tianxia and from the noble Kitsune. Like any Kitsune, I have always been curious to a fault, and my adventures brought me to Avistan, and here in your lands I met my first and true love, politics. I've served as a diplomat in the courts for 6 different sovereigns, but working for Her Majesty turned out to be the most interesting of all. Such riveting webs of intrigues and interests are spun around the crusade of the Whirlwind. Okay, what's on the council's agenda today, boys? I hate to say it, Commander, but not everyone in Neurosian is pleased with your progress. Some believe that, to use their words, you are out of control and fancy yourself an independent leader. Who would have thought? It wouldn't surprise me if you encountered supply disruptions in the future. I would suggest quelling their anger. Show the capital you haven't forgotten about the chain of command. For example, you could hold a parade in honour of Her Majesty. Ugh. If we need to demonstrate that we are keeping Neurosian in mind, why don't we invite the capital's High Priest Dresden for a religious festival? It'll be appropriate, and the church support will shield us from accusation of schemers. No, we're not doing that one. Pander to the naysayers? I think not. I propose we hold a parade in your honour. Yes! This is your victory, and if Cousin Garfield wants to show off in front of the soldiers, she's welcome to capture something of her own. Ooh, what did I do to incur Neurosian's discontent? You were too good. You reclaimed Canabria, you won the Battle of Dresden, you're a menace to the Whirlwind. Your authority grows, and the influence of the Queen confidence diminishes. This creates the impression that there's only space enough for you at the top. The members of the Royal Council are afraid that you will muscle them out of the political arena altogether. After all, if you're doing so well, maybe Her Majesty doesn't need them that much. Therefore, they will try to discredit you, impede your war effort, reduce the scale of your victories. Make some concessions, and they'll see that you're open to negotiations. No, they're just not capable enough. What do you think, advisors? Whatever for, aren't the wishes of the capital obvious enough? Although very well, let's hear your counsel. Why do you think we should invite this High Priest? Without a doubt, we should remain loyal to the Queen and respect their hierarchy, but that doesn't mean we have to kowtow. Kowtow? Ooh, I don't know what that is. To the Royal Council whenever they ask. I think we should neither do their bidding nor seek to quarrel with them. Rather, we should try to take the middle path. The High Priest of Neurosian is a powerful figure, yet he's not a schemer or a politician. By inviting him to the festival, we'll both show we're not cutting ties with the Neurosian and let them know that we have influential friends that are about to buckle under the Royal Council. Daeron? There is a fine line between taunting and setting boundaries, and between showing respect and putting on a collar. Mind you, I'm not suggesting anything treasonous or disrespectful. A parade in honour of the true hero of Dresden Canabris, what could be more natural than that? Besides, a healthy amount of disobedience guarantees that people won't pester you with lectures and nonsense as often. A dozen tutors responsible for my upbringing can attest to that. Provoking the capital would be unwise. We're trying to avoid unpleasant consequences, not expedite them. I'm sure that was merely an extravagant jest on the Count's part. And why do you want to hold a parade in her honour? It'll be symbolic and affordable. Show them how much you respect and value Her Majesty. Make a curtsy to those who pay for your arrows, swords, and bread. The Royal Council has power. You wouldn't want them to turn the patrons into adversaries, to test those influences greater than yours or theirs. Please them, and they will stop worrying about your loyalty. No, everything's clear. It's about me. My honour. A moment, Commander. I understand you're used to being the highest authority in all matters, but political decisions are an exception. I am professional in this field, and you are not. By ignoring my recommendations, you are not only deliberately seeking conflict with the capital, but disregarding common sense as well. I urge you to reconsider. You've invited my companions to diplomatic council, and now you refuse to listen to their opinions. It's true. I'm simply suggesting that you give your companions time to find their feet in the council to grasp the principles of being a diplomat. Also, if they weren't on the council, your decisions could be mistaken for decrees of a tyrant. And that is definitely not the public image you need. Ah, now I understand the role I've been given, Lady Konomi. I'm supposed to stand in a pretty double and keep my mouth shut. I can promise you the former, but not the latter. Are we big enough and strong enough, though, to cut ties with people yet? I don't think we're big and strong enough yet to be the tyrant of the entire land. We may need to hold a parade in the Queen's honour. We will turn on everyone eventually, but for now, I don't need a war on two fronts if Carnarvon suddenly decides to send forces against me as well. Very well. I'm glad you've listened to my proposal. Making friends in the Royal Council will go a long way. It's good that we've got off to a right foot, Commander. There will be plenty more issues requiring your decision, but I do not doubt that we'll handle them just as expediently. Okay. It makes sense. Like, I've obviously set up, and I've been building that in on the map, specifically closest to Carnarvon, because there doesn't seem to be any other route through to it. Lovely. Enchanting the holy symbol of Rovagug. So we can make the axe stronger. And that is the only other one we can do right now by the looks of things. So you can make it even stronger for 500 finance points. 50 and 50. We have the money. Yes. Make it better. 5 days to make that axe stronger. If we can keep making it, getting it stronger and stronger, I am all for it. And orders to Erebeth and almost done. Okay. I think that's been an effective use of our time. I mean, we've opened this up. We can head there soon. And then we also need to start heading towards that one as well. I think we've made some interesting decisions. But yeah, it's a bit worrying that we are cursed, or we have cursed items. I know we've put them in a chest, but I'm sure the game will not care about that. So I lost the great. So you do lose the item when they're working on it. Okay. I hope it doesn't just come back as a +3. That'd be very disappointing. We've already rested, so now we need to realistically. We'll get out onto the map before we have everyone with us. Perfect. So we've opened up the path. One of our paths, anyway. The demon army's approaching. Yeah, but it's... so now we know it's route. And our army needs to come up and go back down anyway. I know my mission then. So they're heading in that way. How many points does it take to move there? 64. Yeah, we'll get there. Wait. Why would you... Okay, well, we learnt something new there. That armies will definitely only move across paths they've explored previously. So, well, you are my map guy, so that's your only job there. As annoying as that was. Okay. Backup army could take that army out, to be honest, but I much prefer to level up the Hell Knights further and further and further. We have 5,900 points. That's still too much. Okay. So right now we're building an inn in the Reliable Redoubt. But our next mission will be heading towards Winter Sun with the army. No, with our party. Where we are looking for the missing Crusaders. Our armies will be heading to fight off this one. I don't know whether to leave it to the last moment in terms of like once you defeat one, does the second army appear and so on and so forth. But I'd rather fight them before they get to Dresden. So we'll probably stick our army here. And then we will head down to the Winter Sun. And once we've cleared that army, we will clear the armies on the way to Green Gates. But that is enough for now. Until the next one.